Hello, this is Sudhakar Moparty. Today we are going to talk about virtual private and cloud, VPC, Amazon VPC. All right, I got my c1c2 diagram and we're going to talk about how Amazon VPC works and the main features like what is VPC, subnet, routing, gateway, etc., etc. So let me jump into my c1c2 diagram. All right. I'm going to draw some arrows. Okay. So let me do some objects. Okay. You got multiple VPCs in your cloud, in AWS cloud. Okay. There is AWS cloud. When you open an account in AWS cloud, you have um, your resources on accounts maintained in AWS cloud. Okay, so within that cloud, I can create under my account, I can create a bunch of virtual clouds, private clouds. So my private cloud will not be able to talk to uh, your private cloud unless we make some provision and connect these resources. So, for example, these are my VPCs, and this one is a different VPC. Okay, and if I can have multiple VPCs as well. Okay. Okay, let's talk about what is this whole thing. So basically, internet is a bunch of networked connections. So we got a network of computers, and there is this network of computers is connected to this network of computers, and they are all connected to the internet. So that means these machines can be accessed over the internet. So in order to connect one network into the another network, you need network gateways. Where is this internet? Okay. So for example, the word gateway basically means you're trying to connect one network into another. Suppose I want to connect uh, my my VPC, virtual private cloud, my virtual private cloud to the internet. So I need to first have an internet gateway, and then from that I can go to the internet. Okay. Now, okay, let me get rid of few of these arrows. I want to demonstrate using just one. Oops. Oh, it's deleting all this. What do you do? Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me draw these circles. AWS cloud. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so this AWS cloud has this VPC, and then these these two VPCs, let's say, and this VPC needs to connect to the internet through this gateway, and this is to this is virtual because it's isolated within AWS cloud. This particular VPC is isolated from this VPC. If I have two VPCs, okay, and if I want to connect some machines from this VPC to that VPC, I need a VPC connection. So I can say, okay, and let me establish a VPC connection, and connect these two VPCs if I need to. So I can, using this VPC connection, I can connect to these two VPCs. So I can maintain a lot of oh, this is VPN connection. So there is somewhere VPC peering connection. Okay, this one. All right. Let's undo. It's okay. I may be repeating, but we can connect this VPC to this VPC using a VPC peering connection. Peering means one VPC to the other. All right. What is VPN connection? Since we are here, suppose I want to connect from my home to my VPC, so I can establish a VPC connection. VPN connection, virtual private network. Okay, so whatever communication is happening, it's all private. It's not connected. It may be going through the internet, but it is virtual. It's private. Okay, nobody else has access to this connection. Okay, so a VPC will have a bunch of subnets. Okay, so basically, these are kind of network. You can think of it. It's network has networks. Okay, that's the concept. I'm going to just draw these lines here. So a network has this network is connected to this, and this is connected to that network. Like that. This is also a network. Okay. Now these subnets, we in this subnet we will put our resources. Resources. What are resources? Resources are nothing but machines. You can put your virtual machines in these subnets, which are part of this VPC, and this VPC has a internet gateway to connect to the internet. So when you open an account, automatically you will get a default VPC. You can create additional VPCs, but you will get one default one. So that, and then you will also get one internet gateway. You will get some a default subnet, and then all these, and then a routing table. What is a routing table? Routing table where how the traffic is directed. Okay, so that information will be here. So basically, you are making requests to the resource computers, trying to connect. When you go to a website, you are trying to make a request, and then the response is coming. So all that data flow is the traffic. We need to know when I reach out to a machine in my VPC, which is there in my subnet. I need to specify how the routing of that traffic takes place. So which we will see in detail when we see routing tables and all that. But for now, that's all I want to talk today. VPC endpoints. VPC endpoints are okay. Let's go back. And I just want to be VPC connections. Here, yeah, gateways and endpoints. A gateway connects your VPC to another network. For example, use the internet gateway to connect your VPC to the internet. A VPC endpoint connect to AWS services privately without the use of an internet gateway or NAT device. Okay, so without the use of an internet gateway, you can directly connect within your VPC other services you can connect using VPC endpoint. You don't have to go through the internet. So because this VPCs are in AWS cloud, and I can expose these VPCs as endpoints and access other resources of AWS using my VPC endpoints. Okay, all right. I mean, at a very high level, that's all I want to talk. And then when we jump into the more detailed stuff, we will explore each one of them separately, like the route table and subnet. And then in networking, we need to talk about IPv4, IP addresses, IPv4 structure, all that good stuff we will deal with in another video. Okay, hope you find it interesting, and if it is interesting, this way of talking, these stars reflect the objects, and these arrows basically define the relationship between one to the other. So by simply looking at this, you will know, oh, I can have any number of networks, and networks can be connected to other networks. Oh, in order to connect one network to another network, I need a gateway, network gateway you can call. And VPC is a kind of a network, within my AWS cloud. And AWS cloud itself is a network. And then I have my own VPC network, VPC. And then this VPC, I want to make it available, accessible to the internet, or also it means people from outside AWS world can reach out to these machines. So, I need to expose that machine to internet, and then so like a website, or so you need an internet gateway, and okay, so that's a device. So all these hardware infrastructure as a service. That's the pretty much it is. Everything is virtualized. So you're not seeing behind the scenes, but behind the scenes, these are all hardware, network interfaces, and everything established in AWS cloud computing. So all we need to know is these uh, these entities, and the meaning of each of those entities, and the relationship among themselves. So if you have that high level understanding, it becomes easy when you read the documentation. All right, that's all I have for today. Take it easy. Bye bye for now. See you in the next video.